For those of you who may not be aware, in addition to my degree that I got from a Bachelor of Science degree from the University of Tampa in biology, as well as a doctorate of jurisprudence from Florida State College of Law, I actually have a Master's of Public Health from the University of South Florida. And for those of you who are thinking about getting a master's degree, here's a few things that you should keep in mind, or just some things that I learned that helped me along the way. First of all, start with the more logical question. When you're going for the master's degree, what is your desired purpose? Now, some people are going to say to themselves that part of the reason they're thinking about getting a master's degree is it's going to increase their earnings capability. So make sure you've identified which particular jobs that you're trying to shoot for that getting a master's degree will help you go towards. That's one. Second, most people who are thinking about a master's may be doing it like I did. My undergraduate grades weren't the best in the world. So I actually went to graduate school not only as an opportunity to jump into another career field, but also as an opportunity to expand and increase my ability to make myself look more attractive should I decide to go for a doctorate. So it gave me the opportunity to go into a new career industry, which is what I was happy about doing. But it also gave me the opportunity to bolster my grades. So I had like a 2.5 coming out of college. But by the time I got out of graduate school, most graduate programs, you have to have at least a 3.0 in the graduate program in order to graduate, which I did. So I think I graduated 3.5 out of that. So I was very happy with that. Some programs have what's called a non-degree seeking track, meaning you can, let me rephrase that. Some graduate programs will let you take courses as a non-degree seeking student. Now you're going to say to yourself, why the hell would I do that? Well, you might not know whether or not you want to go to graduate school, or you may not know whether or not this program is something that you're interested in. So what happens is that some schools will let you take a few courses without technically enrolling in the school. So you're just taking the course. You're not applying for application, you're not applying for student loans, you're not applying to be a part of the program or so forth. But what you're doing is you're taking 1 or 2 classes that will let you, to give you a flavor of what you're going to experience when you're in the program. So take that if you absolutely can, because what it does is that it lets you know, what's the program like, how hard the course material is, what the expectations are going to be, and this way you will kind of get an advanced idea of what you actually have to do going in. Also, find out, what is the track in terms of how long it takes you to get through. Some schools will actually require you to have to go through the program in a set period of time. Some schools will not. Find that out accordingly. Another thing you need to find out is if there's any requirements for either a dissertation or a comprehensive examination. Now, most people, when you think about dissertation, it's basically a research paper where you have to defend it in front of a group of panel of professors and so forth. Most of us think about that from a doctoral standpoint. There's some master's programs that actually require you to do that as well. So if speaking is not your forte, you might want to find out about that early. But the more common thing you might run across is what's called a comprehensive examination. Now, a comprehensive examination is usually an examination that encompasses the entire period of time of your graduate studies. Like for me, I had to take, in order to get my master's degree, I had to score on a comprehensive exam that covered the 2 years of my graduate program. So in addition to making a minimum GPA and completing the courses, I had to take a test too, to cover 2 years worth of stuff. Fortunately, I was lucky, but in terms of I did okay on it, enough to pass, thankfully. But I will tell you, when I first started, that blew my mind. So find out all these little tips ahead of time. And then finally, if you're not sure how to finance it, check your job. Let me be the first to tell you, if you're doing a graduate degree in the area where you are working, some employers actually will assist you, because in their minds, if your degree is going to enhance your job capabilities. And let me give you a good example. I was working for the state of Florida for the Division of Safety, Labor and Employment Security. My Master's of Public Health is in Industrial Hygiene, which is the evaluation of occupational health, occupational illnesses and injuries in the workplace. So occupational health and injuries is consistent with labor and employment. So guess what? The state paid for me to go to graduate school because what my master's degree was in an area that was sufficiently connected to my job. Why is that important? Well, guess what? If you're going for a master's degree in history and you're working in a construction or an architectural arena, the employer ain't gonna pay for you to get a history degree, but if it's something that they can benefit from, they may do so. If you go that route, if you go the route of them paying for it, make sure you check the fine print to see if you're required to stay with that employer for any set period of time after you've completed your graduate degree. Trust me, all these little things help, and they may go a long way towards helping you get your graduate degree if that's the track you want to follow.